Supersonic.
Hey everyone, I'm Jason. This would have been a supersonic comparison, but Tia's guitar is kind of broken, so it's not, so we're doing a supersonic first impression of the new 2021 Paranormal series, Maze.
And I'm Tia. There's always something wrong with my Vista Supersonic Bailey. It won't stay. Oh no. I can't keep it on the bridge pickup. Oh no.
And if you didn't gather by our intro, we're doing a first impression on the 2021 Paranormal series, Supersonic. We did a previous episode on the Supersonic from last year. That was season 1.
Yeah, that was our very first episode.
Yeah, that was our very first episode. Originally, we were going to change the pickups and compare.
Yeah, so if you did watch the first one, if you remember, my Supersonic had the atomic humbucking pickups from like one of the Fender Supersonics. So for this one, I wanted to just make it completely stock. So we put in the OG ones, but we had a little bit of an issue. Literally before we started filming, the screws would not hold it in place. So that's why I'm just sitting here with my sad guitar and my sad face, looking at my sad guitar. So they're in there, but they won't stay in place. So we will have to revisit this at a later date because it would have been a lot of fun to do, Sonic and Shadow, but...
Yeah. However, we will not let a good episode of Sonic puns and Fender offsets go to waste.
Never.
So we're going to do a first impression. Now, on to the specs. The specs are pretty similar to the 2020 model. If you haven't seen our last video, we did discuss how this is not a volume and a tone. This is 2 different volume pickups. So you have this volume pickup, the bottom one, which controls the top pickup. Yep.
Yeah, so they did that weird thing where the closest one, so the one closest to the bridge pickup is the bridge pot, and the one closer to the output jack or input jack, the one closest to the jack,
Yeah.
is for the neck pickup.
Yeah. So that's that. Other than that, it's still going to be a simple 3-way. Except this time you have modern Sonic, which is back in a sparkle blue, like the OG Vista series. You have an Indian Laurel fretboard, maple neck. You have the atomic humbuckers, which have Eleco 5 pickups. This is stock, much to my dismay. Much to my dismay, I left the original strings on here. This one, rather than my normal 10 to 52s, I would have probably put 11 to 52s on here.
God.
I
Okay.
think
All right, Stevie Ray.
light strings on this just does not feel right to me, but I'm not going to go into that. So those have been the specs. Now, this is kind of a first impression because I've only had this for a couple days and I've tried to refrain from playing it as much. And this is Tia's first time. As the counter decreases, she's had 0 time with this other than looking at it.
Yeah, sparkly.
Yeah, it's sparkle. So, on to the sound. And just for old time's sake. I guess I should do more clean tones.
I can do cleans.
Yeah. There you go. I was gonna say, do you need a pick that wasn't in my mouth?
No, but I have a pick that was in my mouth. Sorry, I've been listening to a lot of Chris Stapleton.
That's fine. More variety.
Will It Country. I
Will
don't
It
know.
Country.
I don't know.
It'll Country. Do you want to go first or should I?
Yeah, I can go first.
Yeah, because you are a supersonic expert.
No, just a fan. Enthusiast.
Enthusiast,
Yeah.
yes.
So I will say, not trashing your guitar at all. I still prefer mine.
Of course, I do too.
Like this neck, I don't know, to me it feels a lot better than the first one for whatever reason. It just feels more right, if that makes any sense. Like the other one it felt similar, but it didn't feel there. So like it feels a lot more similar. Obviously this one it's all worn down, so it's not nearly as like glossy. Like I would take sandpaper to this.
Well, one thing we should point out too, sorry to interject, but I'm interjecting.
Yeah.
Nick Reinhardt did say...
I heard he brought his Supersonics in and they like spec'd it.
Yeah, and
you know?
I know one of the things he did say was you have to get the neck right.
Yeah. Did they do that for the first run?
I think so, and I don't remember.
Because for whatever reason, maybe I'm crazy, but this neck just feels better than the last one, and it's really playable, and it's a lot closer. Like again, it's not exact, but the thing that I love about just mine, number one, the neck. It is just super, super comfortable. And again, it's a 25-year-old guitar at this point, and it's just been played before I bought it. Even after I sold it, the guy who I sold it to, hey Zach, hey, he was gigging with it and playing out, and it just has that broken in feeling. Like, this is cool. This just feels too new. Like, this is like a brand new pair of Vans that I just want to get dirty. I mean, overall, like, it sounds a lot better. Like, just again, I'm going off of memory because we don't have the 2021 2020 version, I guess I should say, because this is the 2021 one. I don't know, like, just if I'm going off of memory, this one it feels like an improvement. It sounds like an improvement, and like it's a lot better than I thought it'd be. I know it was like an ongoing joke. I was saying, like, if we could make a signature model guitar, I would want a shell pink Supersonic, and they now have shell pink, and I'm like,
do it.
Maybe I might.
Do it.
I might. Like, as much as I like this, I mean, I might. Just might. So yeah.
I guess it's on to me as far as first impressions go. Admittedly, Tia's Supersonic is the bar for Supersonics for me.
It's God tier.
Yeah, it's God tier. Like, that is probably, if we should do a tier episode of guitars we've reviewed.
Like, my guitar is like Broly or Brawly.
Yeah, this one's kind of like
It's like a Vegeta.
Oh my god, he's so goddamn cool!
I was gonna say Tarble.
People in the comment, what the fuck, bro?
No, I'll take that back. It's kind of like Gohan.
Like teen Gohan, or like after he went to college and softened up Gohan.
Damn it, I was trying to leave that vague.
Oh, okay, my bad. I'm asking too many questions.
No. All right, so here's my thoughts on it. I didn't realize with the sparkle blue, I think that's probably the most gorgeous looking of the new Paranormal line. I think it's one of the best looking Supersonics I've seen. Online, it looks different from what it does in person. I think in person it pops a lot more. Like, it catches your attention visually. So I'm a fan of that. I think the looks of it are awesome. As far as the neck, it's a little bit glossy for my taste. That can be fixed. You can sand that down, so that's not a big deal. The neck shape does feel different, which is weird because we know that this is
the same guitar.
The same exact guitar from last year, just different finish.
But like I said, like, just up here, for whatever reason, because like, even with mine, it's skinnier up here, it feels.
Maybe, I mean, who knows? Maybe they did make some small tweaks, like, and we just don't know.
It's like a millimeter.
Yeah. Other than that, I've fallen in love with the atomic humbuckers.
They're great.
Yeah, they're great. For a Squier model, like, I'm pleasantly surprised. Also, I would say another thing that I really do adore about that guitar is this go around, it doesn't have any intonation issues. Not that the first one did, because we took care of that with the setup and whatnot, but out of the box, the 2020 models had some kind of intonation issue, which seems like they've remedied out of the box. Now for my cons. The one thing that on short scale guitars, and it's not really a con, I tend to put heavier strings on that. So for me, it's kind of weird playing it. It just felt weird to me. That's not a bad thing. That's kind of a personal thing. I will say one other con. and I kind of get it with the cost of things going up, is the price.
Yeah, it went from $350 to $429.
Yeah, that's quite a price hike. However,
Still worth it, though.
No, it's still definitely worth it. This initial impression, I think this is one of the best Squiers that I've ever played. Really, that's it. Like, other than that, I think it plays and sounds great. And I would dare say, probably outside of the Cabernet baritone, that's probably still going to be my favorite in the line. However, I do think this is going to be the unsung hero out of the Paranormal series. I think this is probably going to be the most popular model. And for me personally, with guitars, either I like it or I don't. There is no in between. I'm like, this is okay. Either I like something or I don't. And this has been one of the best playing and sounding Squiers in recent history. I'm not saying that to hype it up, because we don't get paid for this. Like, if we like something, we like it. If we don't, we don't.
I will say my philosophy when it comes to buying guitars is, if I don't love it, I leave it. So with that being said, if you are a fan of this body shape, because I know that they've been gaining popularity over the years before Squier even reissued them, or I guess Fender reissued them again.
In the Pawn Shop series, right?
Yeah, the Pawn Shop with the orange and the red, and it's still sparkle and everything, and eye-catching. And like you said, like in person, the sparkle finish is phenomenal looking. This would be a great stage guitar. So when I was on my hunt for my Supersonics a couple years back, if I just could not get my hands on one, would this satisfy my needs? In short, yes. I feel like they just kind of went back and like fixed some small flaws and just made it that much better.
I think so too, because I think it's weird, because I guess the 2020 run was kind of like testing the waters, because I know for a while it was exclusive, but I think the 2021 series is a part of the lineup indefinitely at the moment. So I think what they did was they probably did go back and fix some stuff, but they kept the same pickups, same wiring. Maybe change the neck's shape slightly. I don't know. If you do, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, if you've played the 2020 and the 2021, please let us know if they are identical or if I'm imagining things, because this just seems like an improvement from the last one.
It does. It does seem like an improvement, but overall, Squier this year,
they've been killing it. Like from the Affinity series, like, which we did a review on that, the Affinity Jazzmaster to be precise. They've really stepped up their game, so I wouldn't be surprised if there is a slight tweak to this, and we're just now like geeking out over it. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
So I guess with that, I have been Jason. I still have not showered because I went to the gym this morning, and I tend to pack everything into one day, and right after this I'm going to band practice, and I'm going to still be stinky Maze.
And I'm still see you. Adios.
Laters. Yeah.
This is the new one, right?
Yeah, this is hot.